Well, thanks for joining us once again. You are at the Tasmanian Hockey Centre. You're watching the 2021 Premier League hockey season thanks to the Mercury newspaper. I am your host, Scott Edwards, and this match right now is Derwent versus Northwest Graduates. Derwent are in the dark navy blue and Northwest Graduates are in the light blue. Should be quite an interesting contest today. Derwent currently sit equal top. They have the same points and goal difference as OHA. Justin Bessel breaks into the circle with his spaces closed out. Robin Gill looking to play that one in. Derwent survives so far. It is an important match. Derwent are currently sitting first or equal first. They're on a little bit of a counter-attack with Vaughan Bowen. He was taken down, but free hit Northwest Grads. And the Bulldogs find themselves currently sitting fourth, I think, on the ladder, although they are also equal points with Canterbury. The interesting thing about them is there is just 3 points separating the top four sides, so a win or a loss today can dramatically change either side's position on the ladder, especially depending on what happens on this coming Tuesday night when OHA play Canterbury. So there's a couple of really big games in the men's competition this round that could play a large deciding factor in where these teams finish up at the end of the year. But more pressingly, or much more important in the immediate term, is where they will finish up for the State Club Cup, which the fixtures will be decided based on the side's positions after 10 rounds. The top two teams will get to host the State Club Cup round 2 match, whereas the teams who are in third and fourth after 10 rounds will find themselves travelling up to the north or northwest depending on who they end up having to play. So there is a little bit more at stake than just local Premier League positions for both these sides too, because of how close the points totals are. Neither of them are actually safe from finding themselves in third or fourth position come round 10, having to get on the road to continue in the State Club Cup. Not too much to write home about in these opening couple of minutes. Neither side has really found their groove just yet. Both sides have come off losses. We saw last week Derwent lost 2-0 to OHA. We saw Northwest lose 4-0 to Diamondbacks, which was a bit of an upset. Right now Curtis leaves the ball from McCarthy and his shot is saved comfortably by Dan Harper in the net for Northwest Grads. First real look on goal in the match, and it falls to Derwent. McCarthy has a free hit too. Just outside the circle has a runner in Hoey. Does well to work around the baseline past one defender, but back in the side for this week is Jai Walker Kidd, and he makes the final tackle and clears it out. Here is Ruben Hoey. Deeper back into the pocket for Anchor. Piece of defensive work from Burke. Derwent have possession. Vickery back to Mardell, who's found himself very comfortable back there in the central defensive position. Looks like he might play in that position for the rest of the year, you might think. Can't see him pushing himself back in the midfield considering how well he's played in that central defensive role. Now Bessel trying to take on Vickery. Looks for support out wide. Howie affects the intercept. Now James Clifford looking for the counter attack. Anchor. Not too many options. He wants to go overhead, but makes it about 5 metres. Does manage to find the foot. Doing half through into the goals. There's a shot. Harper has a little bit of work to do to clear that initially, but James Clifford has eventually found his way into the back of the net. Took a deflection off the Northwest defender, but Derwent have the early goal. And if you cast your mind back to when these two sides met about a month and a half ago, almost the exact same start. Early goal for Derwent. Let's see how Northwest respond to this challenge now. Work from Burke. Fallen for Bowen though. He recycles it out to Mardell, who's put immediately under pressure. And that shot sent wide. Burke had pushed himself all the way up into attack. Now Gill. Walker Kid with a long ball, finds its way to the spot. Harvey Bessel over the top of it. He's tackled by 2 Derwent players. He does find himself free. Gets away half a shot and Magnus McCausland makes the save, and Derwent are now straight back into counter-attack mode too. Walker Kid cuts off Henry Curtis's run. Slows them down momentarily. Winch. Back to Curtis. But he's back to the play and can't really see his way through. Tries to run it past the defenders and wins a free hit. Now Bowen collects in the midfield. Again back to Mardell for safety. Harvey Bessel putting pressure on him. Mardell coasts past him. Coasts past 2, coasts past 3. Puts it out to Grundy. Deep in the right hand pocket. Now Winch will have an opportunity. Switches out to Vickery, who's got a little bit of time. Goes wider to Howie. And now squares it back to the spot. Shot by Anchor, saved by Harper. Penalty corner for Derwent. Nervous moments in the Northwest Grads defensive circle yet again. Dan Harper made the initial save once again. The follow-up this time prevented from crossing the line, but it is a penalty corner. Derwent will be keen to improve their conversion rate from last week from the penalty corner too. If they were able to sink this, it would be a very impressive start for them. Injection comes. Drag flick from Winch. That's number 2. Harry Winch fires in a drag flick to the keeper's left. Derwent have a 2-0 lead. Northwest Grads, be careful not to let their heads drop. Memories of last week start to come to mind. McCarthy goes wide to the goal scorer Harry Winch. Now we've switched it back to the left with Vickery. Got Howie once again free down the left. closing down his space is Walker Kidd. Once again on the right. Bowen gets some heavy attention and wins a free hit. Outside the 23. Broadby switches to Vickery. Again, Hoey, free on the left. Free to attack and go into the circle. And the umpires might just discuss this too, because initially there's been a penalty corner awarded to Derwent. I've got a feeling this might be overturned though. Oh, he did come in and make the tackle and did get his stick checked. And I just wonder if the umpires will say... No. Standing their ground, penalty corner Derwent. So in the end, Hoey just took the ball off Walker Kidd at the last moment as he was swinging through to clear it, and that's what won the penalty corner. It's just a dangerous moment from Northwest Grads too. Not a whole lot of time has elapsed in this match. They are already 2-0 up and they're lining up for another opportunity. Winch will have his tail up too after sinking his first penalty corner attempt. They've gone a variation. That Grundy with the shot hasn't gone very far and was run down, but will be one more penalty corner for Derwent so they can reset and try again. It's an interesting variation choice. You might have thought you were just stuck with Winch after he'd scored one. See Angus Bolton lining up on the left battery as another penalty corner drag flick option. It is Winch though. Goes for the deflection instead. This is everyone. Sigh of relief from the Northwest Grads defence. So Walker Kidd goes long overhead. Ruben Hoey brings it down. Can't get it past Vittorio, but he does win a free hit. Good run by Vaughan Barn once again. Winch has got himself in an advanced position for support out wide down the right. We hit just outside the circle now for Derwent. They take it quickly. Turnover. Gill wins it against Bowen. Being harassed by Broadby, and so he has to use Vittorio in support down the right. Angus Cooper does well to turn McCarthy and gets the support run from Vittorio. Now Vittorio attacking. Can't get past Mardell. Been an absolute rock, absolute wall in the heart of the Derwent defence. And if Coach Nathan Fitzpatrick is thinking about moving Mardell out of defence, strongly suggest against it. He looks very comfortable at home in that defensive role. Looks very happy there as well. Now Hoey down the right hand side. Broadby. Stolen from him by Gill. McCormick. Just struggling. James Burke was there to help. Burke sends a long ball. Doesn't reach anyone on his team. Just travels over the other side of the pitch. Mardell on the right, just looking to soak up a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds with possession. They do gain about 30 metres there too. Anchor gets a little bit of a nudge in the back from Vanderwood. Now it's Bowen. Anchor does feed it nicely to the spot. Popovsky tried to turn and shoot. He just caused a little bit of an obstruction. Walker Kidd is able to send it long and high once again. Looking for the Bessel. Only finding Vickery. Clears it down the right hand side. Mardell once again with the defensive intercept. Now he's making a counter-attack himself. He's continued his run to the 23. Finds Anchor. Anchor's got options. Oh, and Anchor was just poor on his first touch. He's been unable to find. He had two players. It was Popovsky and Clifford who were free. If he'd been able to find the pass, they would have been through for potentially their third goal. As it stands, change complexion very quickly. Both of these sides can score goals. Very quickly. We've got match winners. Still 3/4 of hockey to play too. At the moment it's Paul Anchor again stealing the ball. Gill steals it back. Trapped in the corner and finds his way out to their defensive 23, but Derwent free hit and McCarthy, he wanted to get it moving quickly but didn't quite take it from the right position, says the umpire. Mardell quickly. John Bowen puts it in the circle and that hit the foot. Northwest Grad's defender and they will get another penalty corner. Bulldogs won't be happy with that outcome in the first 30 seconds of the half, and they're having to defend another penalty corner. As we mentioned earlier though, Derwent's penalty corner conversion rate last week and the last couple of weeks hasn't been spectacular. Have scored 1 from 3 so far. See Winch and Bolton. Winch once again. What did that hit? Not entirely sure. The ball came flying back out. Derwent reload for another attack. Mardell and Broadby. Gill with a turnover. Great ball. Finds Harvey Bessel. Harvey Bessel one-on-one, beats the keeper, sends the ball towards the goal and it rolls over the goal line. There is one back for Northwest Grads. Quick counter-attack. Gill with a wonderful long pass. Finds Harvey Bessel one out and Bessel one-on-one with Magnus McCausland. Able to get around him and get the shot away on target. So all of a sudden, Northwest Grads frowns just 60 seconds ago turned to smiles on the back of the Harvey Bessel special. Anchor. Uses McCarthy inside. Push it all the way out to the right. Ardell looks long. Again, Gill with the intercept. Again, Gill looks to Bessel. This time it's Tyson. Had runners, but they weren't ready to receive the pass, so he goes back to Gill. Gill starting to influence this game. And he's over the ball. He was the 2020 Premier League All-Star Player of the Year as well. You know just how good he can be. Derwent on the counter now. It's Popovsky. McCarthy. Got Bowen in support and uses him. Bowen's inside the 23. Can't get it past Vanderwood. Now Vickery on the left. Switches back to Mardell. Taking down the right hand side. This is Howie, who's switched himself from the left to the right now and still finding himself the same amount of space. Trying to run it out as Vittorio, but it's forward nicely for Derwent. Anchor walks it in and wins a penalty corner, and umpire reaches into his pocket and pulls out a card as well. I'm not entirely sure what the card was given for, but it was, looks like it's to Harry Vanderwood. The end result though is that Northwest, one player down, sent off with a green card for 2 minutes, and Derwent with a penalty corner. Ejection once again. This time it's Bolton, goes low and finds the bottom left hand corner. Angus Bolton with a goal. With a penalty corner drag flick. He hasn't had too many opportunities to score those this season. He'll be very happy to have put that one away. Gets himself on the scoreboard. And now it's 3-1 in favour of Derwent. So they managed to respond to Northwest's goal. Re-established their 2-0 lead. They took into the quarter-time break. Cutting through the inside channels is Curtis. He's eventually stopped by McCormick. Now Burke down the left-hand side. Wants to go inboard. Vickery with a defensive intercept, and now he's straight into the counter-attacking mode. Has Bolton on his left. Bolton continues his attack, cuts inside into the circle. Vickery's continued his run. McCarthy over the ball though. Out it comes, counter-attacking straight back up the other end. Harvey Bessel makes a meal of his pass. McCarthy gobbles it up. And away comes Derwent into attack now. Under a little bit of pressure, and umpire's reached into his pocket again, has pulled out another card. And again, I'm not sure whether it's just for players giving the umpire a bit of lip, or if there's a little bit more going on between them as this match wears on. But looks like it's Gobingill and Tom Broadby who have both been sent off, and I think they were both greens, so they will both have 2 minutes on the bench too. It's an interesting development in this match. Currently Northwest grads are down to 9 players, Derwent down to 10, so they do have the numerical advantage, but both sides penalised for the next little bit, although as I say that, one of the Northwest graduates' penalties has expired and it's now back to 10 on 10. Switch by Walker Kidd is good to Burke. Now down the left-hand side, but missing the trap. Tasmanian Hockey Centre is now bathed in sunshine and the temperature has risen a little bit. It's a cold, wintry morning. It is quite a beautiful day out here. Or just at least for the moment while the sun is shining. It is the Men's Premier League Round 9 meeting between Derwent and Northwest, and currently Derwent have a 3-1 lead as we're well into the second quarter. Good work from Harvey, Bessel in defence to stop the run of Lyndon McCarthy. Danger's not over though. Angus Cooper just sends the ball over the sideline, trying to relieve some of the pressure. Give them a breather and a chance to reset. Northwest Grad's defence is quite compact now, with all 11 players back almost inside their 23. Only Harvey Bessel really in an advanced position. No real press on. So a little bit of a sag, hoping to just contain Derwent for the moment. Force Derwent to do all the running. Another free hit inside the 23. Not a whole lot of space to work with though, not a whole lot of movement. So for the moment, sticks it out Harry Winch. Hugh Flassman, who finds himself a makeshift defender for the moment. Hugh Flassman, the 2019 All-Star attacker. Interesting to see him converted into a defensive player for the moment. Curtis. It's been lively. His pass doesn't connect with anyone inside the circle though. Northwest Grads can bring it out. Up to the half line, they get the free hit. Both teams back to 11 players on the field now, so those green cards have expired. A little bit of miscommunication between the attackers there too. Promising forward movement amounts to nothing in the end for the Bulldogs. Now Bowen. Hoey on the left. Mardell goes long down the right. Now Flassman attacking. Good work from Vittorio, and now Burke is attacking down the left. Wins the free hit. They've gone all the way back to Walker Kidd, centrally located in the heart of defence. Bereft of options really. Trying to find a gap in this Derwent defence, trying to find their way forward, and they don't succeed, and Derwent are on a counter-attack now. Koski prevents it from going out, tries to get it back to Bowen, but McCormick intercepts. Does fall in favour of Derwent though, and we get possession once again. Vickery and Mardell, happy to share the possession between them for the moment. Now in board to McCarthy. Just overspends it. Looking for a quick counter-attack, Northwest Grads, and they were held up, and deliberately so, says umpire Vincent Harmon, who produces the green card once again and sends Henry Curtis to the sideline for 2 minutes. disappeared. Last few minutes, starting to lose a bit of the pace out of the match. Neither side proving too successful in their attacking forays. The halftime siren not too far away. This is Derwent currently holding a reasonably comfortable 3-1 win. And both sides will just be looking to play out until that halftime siren sounds and they can go in, reset. As I said, the sun has been shining for most of this match, so probably it's a little bit warm out there for the players too. Need to get back in and rehydrate. Oh, he's had a good game. Finds McCarthy in the middle, who again is happy just to recycle it out to his defenders. Bell slowly walks it up. McCarthy now Grundy. Back he goes to Mardell. Carson Bessel steals it. Vittorio through the middle. Being chased by two. Forced onto his reverse and the pass isn't great. It's cut off by Anchor and again Derwent get back possession and happy to just recycle it through their defenders. So they're in no real hurry now. 2-goal buffer, they know Northwest have to chase this game. So they are more than happy just to retain possession. Take their time. It's a good ball from Mardell to Broadby. Good cross from Broadby too. Walker Kidd positioned well to intercept. It's going to come straight back at them though. Said Gill makes the tackle on Curtis and now Gill back on the attack. Free hit to Northwest grads. Look to create one more opportunity on goal before this half ends. Walker Kidd goes the aerial route. Brought down by Vickery. Now Bowen. Wants to move it and shift it into attack straight away. Long ball, spills for McCarthy. McCarthy sweeps through, puts the ball on the foot of Harvey Bessel and wins the penalty corner. And that'll cause no end of annoyance for the Northwest grads defence. They were holding on reasonably well just until that moment. Giving up a penalty corner at a really inopportune time to be giving them away. And in fact, it seems like there's only seconds left on the clock because Derwent has sent their entire side up around the circle to contest this penalty corner. So I wouldn't be surprised if the siren sounds almost as soon as the injection happens. Don't seem to have anyone backing up the trappers, which is interesting. They've got Bolton lined up for a penalty corner drag flick as well as Lyndon McCarthy. So they're just switching it up for a variation. Goes to Bolton, there's the siren. Penalty stroke. So it's hit a Northwest body on the goal line. Penalty corner variation from Derwent was interesting. There was a bit of movement around the top of the circle. Bolton shifted to the left. It's Anchor who was the decoy and it went to Bolton in the end. His shot, not entirely sure which defender it struck, but it struck a defender on the goal line. And it is a penalty stroke, and it is Josh Mardell, it looks like, who's going to take it. Might have just struck Harry Vanderwood on the goal line, and Mardell lines up for the penalty stroke. Puts it into the bottom corner, and it's 4-1 for Derwent. That is half-time as well, so right on half-time, Derwent score one more. 4-1 for Derwent, and they will be very happy with how this match is going for them so far. Second half now underway. Bailey Slip intercepts that overhead, and Northwest bring it out through Burke. He's pushed himself right up into the midfield now. Derwent currently with a comfortable 4-1 lead, and so Northwest have to make all the running now to change this match. Quite a fair bit riding on the result too, more so for the Bulldogs than for Derwent. Derwent will go clear out on top, even if just momentarily. With a win here. The loss for Northwest grads will pretty much keep them in either third or fourth position when it comes time to finalise the fixtures for the State Club Cup, which might mean that Northwest face a tough road trip through. Almost getting a deflection is Tyson Bessel in there in the spot. It was a good ball in from Burke. Would have been the perfect start, and Gill intercepts the overhead from Mardell. Mardell does well to clean up his own mess. Now Vickery clears it down the left, just causing themselves some unnecessary concern there with Derwent. Northwest in this third quarter are really going to want to press this game, get it played on their terms and attack as often as they can. They do have goal scoring options on the pitch. Just need to find a way to get the ball to them and give them the opportunity. So far they've won 0 penalty corners, which has meant Jai Walker Kidd, who's a very reliable avenue to goal from the set piece, hasn't been able to have a look at it. Gill almost turned a turnover into an attacking opportunity, but Mardell was there to clean up. It's a good long ball, good pick up from Popovsky too. Popovsky looks for the cross from deep. I don't think anyone got a touch on that, and it'll be Northwest Grad's free hit. Egan Popovsky, good Smithton boy from the Northwest Coast. All-Star player in 2018, good goal-scoring midfielder, finds himself in good attacking positions, good ball user, also is coach of the Tasmania under-18 boys side who played in Launceston a couple of months ago. On the ball again. Tries to get the ball to Bolton. Brad's defence so far holding up under scrutiny. Bowen with an opportunity to attack though. McCarthy puts it into the circle, but James Burke with the intercept. He couldn't link up with Dobbin Gill. After a really good first quarter, it was probably just a little bit too quiet for what Northwest grads need. They need him to step up and be their main man in the midfield, be the creative player and the central focus for a lot of their attacking moves. He's been well held by Dylan Vickery. Doing midfield. McCarthy goes overhead. Good takedown by Harry Vanderwood. Now Slip, Burke and McCormick combine. Now Cooper and Burks continued his run, looking to win a penalty corner, and instead he causes danger on the Derwent defender. Good signs to see Burke doing some overlapping runs, getting right up into the attacking circle. A couple of good early signs for the Bulldogs. Won't want to let it drag on too long until they find a second goal though. They currently have a pretty comfortable 3-goal buffer in their favour. McCormick can't quite turn Winch, so he's forced to go sideways. Now Burke looks long, Winch does make an interception but spills in favour of Gill. Free hit in good position for Northwest. Because the Derwent defence does have plenty of time to set themselves up. So they'll have to be creative here, the Bulldogs. Burke again over the ball, forcing himself to be involved in everything. Good touch to the spot, good turn, saved by McCausland initially. Ball still loose in the circle into penalty corner for Northwest Grads. That's an important victory. Didn't quite score the goal even though the opportunity was there. But the follow-up to win the penalty corner is just as important because it gives Guy Walker Kidd a chance to have a shot on goal. Could be a very important moment coming up in this match. It was Tyson Bessel in there with the initial shot that was saved by McCausland. Now first penalty corner for Grads. Here's Walker Kidd, and it's wide. McCausland not tested there on that occasion. A wasted opportunity for Northwest too. I want more of that though. Now Gill putting the pressure on Vickery. Winch helps him out. Down the line to Clifford. Clifford beats Vanderwood but doesn't get it past Walker Kidd. Walker Kidd goes long to McCormick through the middle. McCormick's got a runner on his left. That's Tyson Bessel. Tyson Bessel can't beat Mardell. Once again makes the tackle in defence. James Clifford trying to pick out a player who goes to the safe stick of Josh Mardell. Derwent again happy just to hold on to possession. So no, Northwest have to chase this match. They don't really have to do much else of anything. Vickery once again, Mardell once again. Hugh Flassman's back there as a defender too. Looks like that might be a bit more of a permanent change. Now Gill gets past one, can't get past the second one though. Once again it's Josh Mardell doing the defensive work, holding that Derwent defence together. Putting together another exceptional year after he won the Association Best and Fairest Award in the Men's Premier League in 2020. By a very comfortable margin indeed. I suspect he's probably racked up quite a few votes over the last month. Tyson Bessel steals the ball from Flassman. There's a little bit of a contest on for possession between Goblin Gill and Henry Curtis. It is Derwent who win it in the end. Now Winch down the left. Attempting to cut inside is Broadby. Sharing possession between the two teams. And the umpire does just blow time and pull out his cards once again. It's a green card. Oh, and Grundy was able to just have a free shot too. The ball was in the circle for Derwent. Harvey Vessel back doing the defensive work now. I see who got that green card, and the sun is shining directly into our eyes here in the commentary position, so it's very hard to actually see exactly which player was penalised from Northwest, but Northwest grads are down to 10 men for the moment for the next 90 seconds. Derwent again in attack, and again it's Harvey Vessel back there doing the defensive work. Important 60 seconds from Harvey Vessel. Back there defending. And now you just feel this game is slipping away from Northwest. Had a good solid 10 minutes in this second half. Haven't been able to grab a goal back yet. In fact, their best chance came just prior to and during their only penalty corner. So far in this third quarter, so really Derwent coaching staff at the moment would be pretty happy with how things have worked out. Ball falling for McCarthy, now Curtis. Neither of them can get in position to take a shot, but they have earned penalty corner. Dangerous moment now for Northwest grads. Derwent with a penalty corner. Opportunity now to almost seal the points in this match. Send themselves back on top of the men's ladder. It's Flassman who takes the flick. Doesn't get past the first runner. Northwest with the clearance wide. Trying to start a counter-attack. Bowen with the steal. Now Popowski and now Flassman. Flash of bodies deep in the attacking left-hand pocket for Derwent. And they get the free hit. Mardell uses Flassman on the right. He's forced to go back. They'd be happy to go back all the same regardless. Mardell around Gill. Pass is intercepted by Walker Kidd, who looks up and sees that he's got 0 options ahead of the ball. Wins the free hit instead. Slows up play. It's one of the risks of playing with 11 players behind the ball and not really having anyone forward of the play when you're trying to defend, is if you do affect a turnover and a counter-attack, not too many options to take other than either winning a free hit or trying to run it out of defence, which is a risky proposition in itself. So Brad's happy to continue just playing the patient game. See how they set up here. They've got 4 players behind the ball and they're taking free hits. So at the moment it is Gill and Burke trying to team up down the left-hand side. Gill does win it back. Now into the circle. And successfully tackled by the Derwent defence once again. Who've done a really good job on Goblin Gill. Loose ball in the middle now. Cooper wins it. Harvey Bessel. Doesn't advance any further than 23. It's James Burke over the top. Wants to get it moving quickly and direct into the circle. And the 3/4 time siren sounds. Whistle goes, final quarter is underway. It is Derwent with a 4-1 lead, looking very comfortable. The objective for them in these final 15 minutes is just to hold on to possession. Be sensible about it, run the clock down, maintain this 3-goal buffer. Bowen. Good touch from Vittorio. Derwent will have it wide. Popovsky leaves it for Ruben Hoey. Hoey now. Anchor. Wants to fire in the cross. Takes the free hit quickly. Takes it as 5. Does get the cross away and Harper gets an important touch on it. Derwent reload down the left. On the baseline. Loose ball. Clearance doesn't make it very far and it falls back towards Popovsky, but in the end Northwest Grads survived that attack from Derwent. The objective for the Bulldogs this quarter is, well, they've got to throw everything at the Derwent strikers. They've got 15 minutes and they've got to claw back at least 3 goals. And better would be 4 goals. Take the win. They do need to make a few changes out there. Take a few extra risks on their attack at the moment, and it is a very similar story to last week too. They have been very defensive in their structure, almost playing with, well, 2 strikers at any one time at most, but in reality they're almost playing with 0 strikers. It's mostly just attacking midfielders up forward. And a bit of a clash out on the wing between Hoey and bit of a clash between Ruben Hoey and not too sure who the other player was. But Hoey just gone off the field to receive a little bit of medical attention. Derwent into the circle. Oh, that's perfect. Bowen runs the baseline, slips it back. Easy conversion. Derwent get number 5. Pretty much right in the points for Derwent now. Chalk up the win. Derwent will go top at least until Tuesday, and then it'll depend on whether OHA beat Canterbury or not. Looks like it might have been Keegan Popovsky with the final touch and goal. Could have been Angus Bolton in there as well, so we'll have to confirm that after the match. But here's a 5th for Derwent. And they're searching for a 6th. Bolton on the baseline again. Wanted to feed it back to Curtis. McCarthy, sorry, who found himself inside the circle. This trap from Winch out on the left, and so Northwest Grads get a chance to take possession. There's not a whole lot that Northwest can do now in this match. We were talking about last week, and it's been a similar story this week where they've gone in with a defensive mindset and tried to hold the other team out. McCormick tries to put the cross in. And Northwest have gone in with a defensive mindset and tried to hold the other team out, and then tried to score on the break or win a penalty corner and score that way. And unfortunately they haven't won enough penalty corners today, and they haven't created enough opportunities in the circle. And on top of that, their defence has been a little bit leaky. McCormick on the attack again. Finds himself with a little bit of space, but he doesn't take the shot. Making the tackle is Mardell, but it is a penalty corner. A bit of discussion about why the penalty corner was awarded, but Northwest Grads will line up once again. Yeah, the defensive mindset. We see Northwest play with almost 11 players behind the ball, even when they're in attack. It does make it very hard to create attacking opportunities. But what it does mean is if you're conceding goals regularly, which is what they've done this week and last week, then it becomes doubly hard to get back in the match. So Northwest just might need to rethink some things. They are missing a few key players as well. I notice Alistair White's not out there today, but Walker Kidd fires in the penalty corner, cleared off the goal line by Josh Mardell, who will probably claim yet another 3 votes and Player of the Match award when it's all done and dusted. No, there'll be some work that needs to be done for Northwest Grads. They will welcome back Matthew Lim and Alistair White at some point in the next few weeks, you expect. They'll be able to reset and put together a bit of form as they build towards finals. But the battle for the top 2 currently looks like it'll be Northwest Grad, it'll be Derwent and OHA. So in the men's competition, that's just the way it seems to be shaping up as we hit the middle of the season. And it's going to take a little bit more than what the Bulldogs have offered today, and a little bit more than what Canterbury have offered in order to upset the current state of the ladder. Of course, we will see OHA play Canterbury on Tuesday night out at the Tasmanian Hockey Centre. Notice Canterbury are currently equal 3rd, 3 points behind OHA, who are equal 1st. So we do expect to see an entertaining and close match between those 2 sides. And of course, the result of that match will affect where the 2 sides out there today end up at the end of the round on the ladder. Oh, Harper's under pressure again and again. It's Keegan Popovsky on the back post gets the rebound, taps it away. There's another problem presents itself for Northwest is the failure to clear the rebound off the pads of Dan Harper, who has been good with the initial saves. The rebounds have cost them, and once again found a free man on the back post. The rebound has spilled their way. In fact, there were two on the back post who were unmarked. It was Popovsky and Grundy who were just snuck in there and been left by the defenders, and there's going to be some work to be done by the Bulldogs coaching staff, you'd expect, once they review the tapes from the last couple of weeks. They are defending premiers. They did have a few personnel changes during the off-season. They weren't necessarily expected to be right up there again in terms of being one of the leaders for the flag, but they have been disappointing these last couple of weeks, and it's been a little bit hard to put your finger on exactly why, but there are some moments in this game and last week's game, when you look back on the vision, you can see where they've just let their standards dip a little bit. And Premier League hockey is a competition that is a lot closer than what most people would suspect if they looked at the ladder. And all it takes is for a team to be off by a couple of percent for anyone else to be able to beat them on their day. I think if you were to line up all the sides and compare them at their very best, you could probably number them 1 to 6. But the thing is, in this competition, there's always 1 or 2 players that are maybe out of form or injuries or away. And that does even up the competition quite a fair bit. So if your team is just 5% off or isn't quite doing the things they need to do, not executing to the best, can end up getting results like this. Once again, Derwent crashing the net. This time no goal results in it, but it is 23 restart. Vickery, Mardell wants to attack. Flassman on his right. Now Bowen wants to go through Tyson Vessel. Just wins a free hit. It's Flassman. Take it. McCarthy. Mardell. Now onto the left-hand side. Broadby brings it back to Mardell, who's in a very good position to make the entry. Vessel with an important touch. Gill looks for the long pass. James Burke has positioned himself as the lone striker at the moment. And again, important just to analyse that last bit of vision too, because I think it's symptomatic of where Northwest grads are currently at, as Gill clears the ball from mid-air out of the defensive circle. But we saw James Burke, their captain, the most experienced player out on the pitch, arguably their best player along with Jai Walker-Kidd out there at the moment, playing a lone hand as a striker. And we saw him try and chase down 3 different Derwent players and apply pressure on them, but there was 10 other players behind him who didn't apply any pressure. So there was no press. So poor old James Burke out there running his guts out, trying to effect a turnover. Zero support from the rest of his team as they were sagged back in defence. I think that's the dangerous mindset that Northwest find themselves in at the moment. Here we go, looking for a counter again. Angus Cooper. He's got no one in front of him and he's given it up as well. So McCarthy brings it away. Just hunting around the top of that circle now, Derwent. And you feel that again it's only a matter of time until they score again. This game is basically all in their favour now. Possession is swung dramatically. Momentum is all with Derwent. This is Burke. Affects a turnover and has to attack himself now. Again, with no support running up with him or ahead of him. So it's wasted energy really. And that's the kind of attack that they're looking for. It is a bit of a sorry state as well to see the defending premiers. Their best type of attack is a lone striker. They've already given up 6, so I'm not entirely sure why they would try and defend as much as they currently are, rather than spending some of that effort in attack, trying to get a couple of goals back. The game is done and dusted now, I'm happy to call that. McCormick, now Burke again. Intercepted by Mardell and he sweeps forward. Leaves 5 in his dust. Pass isn't great, and now Gill has a chance to counter-attack, a rare moment where he's got options ahead of him and he doesn't pick out a pass. Bowen, being good as well, running through that midfield. We've gone all the way back to Hugh Flassman. Had a good game at right half today. Gill forced to go all the way back. His pass takes about 2 metres and then falls into Derwent's possession. Ambitious bouncy crossfield pass from Tom Broadby. Doesn't connect with anyone. So the Northwest free hit on the left-hand side of the pitch as the temperature tumbles with the sun disappearing behind the clouds. It's got very chilly again all of a sudden. Burke on attack. Vittorio down the right-hand side now. Cuts inside successfully, but is stopped by guess who? Josh Mardell. Once again. Now Derwent are out on the counter, and it's Paul Anker with 1 to beat. And he's actually won it back. I was about to say he's lost it, and Angus Bolton comes sweeping through for a follow-up shot, and the final siren does sound. There's a 6-1 victory for Derwent. It's an impressive and important victory. They go top of the men's Premier League ladder. Northwest grads go 4th. Thank you very much for joining this Mercury live stream. That is the end of the broadcast for today. Today it was a win to Derwent, 6-1 over Northwest grads. James Clifford, Harry Winch, Angus Bolton, Josh Mardell, single goal scorers, and I think it was Keegan Poposky who scored 2 in the final quarter.